the Big Daddy G Show. Daddy G Show. Daddy G Show. I type it in, take it in. Where do I begin? He's really funny, and he's not really thin. It's the Big Daddy G Show. G Show. Big Daddy G Show. G Show. He's a funny guy, I'm not gonna lie. He once made me laugh out both my eyes. It's the Big Daddy G Show. G Show. It's the Daddy G Show. G Show. Yeah. Now let's go. Now boy, what you know? Man, he made me laugh so hard I hit the floor. It's the Big Daddy G Show. G Show. It's the Daddy G Show. G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Yeah. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Yeah. Now what you know? It's the Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. He make you laugh so hard you hit the floor. What it is, it's the Big Daddy G Show. Take a sip, take a rib. Once you live, just double click. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Daddy G Show. Daddy G Show. Now type it in, take it in. Where do I begin? He's really funny, and he's not really thin. It's the Big Daddy G Show. G Show. Big Daddy G Show. G Show. He's a funny guy, I'm not gonna lie. He once made me laugh out both my eyes. It's the Big Daddy G Show. G Show. It's the Daddy G Show. G Show. Yeah. Now let's go. Now boy, what you know? Man, he made me laugh so hard I hit the floor. It's the Big Daddy G Show. G Show. It's the Daddy G Show. G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Yeah. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Yeah. Now what you know? It's the Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. He make you laugh so hard you hit the floor. What it is, it's the Big Daddy G Show.
We're on. Hello, kids. Welcome to the Big Daddy G Show. I'm sorry, I actually was running a little bit late. Traffic in Austin is, if you're thinking about moving to Austin, yeah. If you don't mind sitting in traffic for about 2 hours to get 3 miles, then come on down. Anyway, hi, Allie. I didn't know you were here. So, welcome to today's show. I don't have an earpiece, but we're here. And Mr. Francisco is here. Mr. Perez is here to, I believe, to sing for us today. Am I correct? Okay, all right, so then I'm correct. Dude, it's hot outside. I don't know, for all you morons that, and I'm sorry to have to, dude, if you don't believe in global warming, come to Texas. And if I was just talking to somebody this morning, and I said, dude, if this summer is this bad, imagine how bad the winter's going to be. Our winter's going to be fierce this year. I mean, I can already tell. It's going to be a doozy. Oh, look. Haha. Medicine. Okay. So, last week we had the 48-hour film contest. Is that right? Contest? Okay. Project. I usually get it wrong, but at least I try. And this week, I told y'all we have Mr. Perez is going to come and sing for us. How do we find talent for the show? Well, I actually found him at a restaurant. He went to the trouble of posting a little flyer of his talent on the table, like on the wall right next to the table. And so I took a look at it, took a picture of it, and looked into it, and turned out he sings really, really, really nice. That's 3 reallys. And so I told him, I said, I went back and I said, dude, I want to have you on the show. And I told everybody at the restaurant, and they said, "Yeah, we'll get to him, or we'll let him know someday." And so finally, somebody got a hold of him. Somebody got a hold of us, and he's here today. So you have an awesome show for today. What we're going to do is we're going to interview him, and then we're going to have him perform, I guess. Is that how we're doing it, Tyrone? Is that Tyrone?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that how we're doing it? We're going to interview him and then have him perform?
After that, he'll perform one song. So
Okay.
We're going to talk for a while.
One song? You're only doing one song?
Yeah, it's a track he has.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was hoping we were going to get more than one song. What we'll do is we'll stretch it. So if it says love, you got to say love, something like that. Anyway, I am willing to jump in and help. And more cowbell, exactly. Yeah, dude, I was running really late today. I actually got here when the intro had just started, and they were bringing me. Can you hear me, Tyrone?
Yeah.
Okay. They were bringing me stuff in the bathroom. I was in the bathroom here, and they're bringing stuff to me in the bathroom. That's how late I was running. But you wonder, you think to yourself, I live out in the country, and I've got, I don't know all the animals I have, but I have a lot of animals, and some of them were invited and some of them weren't. Some just made, my home their home. And so I was trying to tend to everybody before I left, and I'm pretty sure I got everybody taken care of. And here I am, and that's why I was running so late. I know everybody's all the crew's in here were wondering where I was, and my phone was going off like crazy, and Ollie, maybe later you can help me because my phone for some reason won't ring. I don't understand. It'll let me know when somebody sends me a text message, but when somebody calls me, it doesn't ring for some reason. I don't know. You know a lot of stuff about that.
I'd be that your voice box is full or something.
That could be it. That could be it. Very few people have my phone number, so that's why I'm. I don't know if that would be it or not. But anyway, what's in the news today, or what have we got going on in the world today? Anybody? Huh?
It's hot.
It's hot, yeah, folks. I don't know how hot it was today. I looked at my temperature thing that I keep next to my bed, and it was 106, and that was in the shade. So, yeah.
Did you hear about the Alabama throwdown?
What happened in Alabama?
Security guard got jumped.
Wow.
Yeah, there's videos all over the internet.
Security guard got jumped.
Security guard got jumped for asking nicely for a boat to be moved, so another boat could dock in there.
Yeah.
And the
Rage.
he asked jumped him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, just out of every direction, there were others that came in to help him. Even the cops didn't want to arrest anybody because they were like, this is kind of karma.
Yeah. Wow. Well, there is road rage. It does exist. Yeah. If people tell you it doesn't, trust me, it does exist. And dude, all you got to do is just take a deep breath, and just let it go. I mean, you've done some messed up stuff on the road before too. So it's not like they're the only ones, or you've never done this, or you've never accidentally cut somebody off, or forgot to use your blinker, or on your phone at the stoplight. So one thing I don't understand is Tesla has a car that drives itself, and so people are still driving it and still texting and at the same time. So that doesn't make sense. Why not just put it on self-drive or something? Do you trust that? I don't trust it. I'm sorry. It's going to take a long time for me to.
About those self-driving.
Okay, yeah. So you see, yeah, and they won't tell you that. They won't tell you about that because they want you to keep buying the cars. So, yeah. So anyway, I am finally cooling down a little bit. So, Tyrone, are we going to go to a clip or a commercial or something real quick?
Yes, I will go to a clip.
Awesome. Damn, I thought you were the guy on the right. I didn't know that you were the guy on the left. I can't see over there because it's dark. But anyway, I do want to mention something before we go, Taryn, is I, believe it or not, went drinking the other night. I think it was last night or the night before.
Really? You went
Yeah.
drinking. What a surprise.
Yeah, a good friend of mine, his wife is having a baby. And she's 8 months pregnant, and she was driving him insane. And so I just, something like I heard a voice telling me, call, Alex. And I said, okay, all right, I'll call Alex. So, all right, text Alex. And he said, I said, hey, you want to go to Chapala's and have a drink? And he was like, are you driving? Are you driving? So he really needed to get out. So if you ever get that voice in your head that tells you, call your friend, he needs to go get drunk. Listen to that voice. Listen to that voice and take your buddy out to have a drink and get away from the wife. And, and also the wife needs to get away from the husband too, because she's carrying this huge kid, and in the Texas heat and everything, it's not so good. Are you trying to fly or what?
Yeah, so the guest is ready.
Oh, okay.
Ready to come out. I'm just letting you know I have to play the track.
Okay, so we're going to play a little commercial, I think.
Not a clip. He's going to come out.
He's going to come out. We're not playing a commercial or anything?
Using that for whenever we go to his performance.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I don't know his first name. What's his first name? Arthur. Oh.
Perez.
Well, I know the last name, but I didn't know the first name. I didn't remember the first name, which is strange because I have a dog named Arthur. So, I named him Arthur after Dudley Moore's character on the movie Arthur. It's such an awesome movie. It's actually my favorite comic movie. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Arthur Perez to the show. Woo-hoo! How you doing, bud? Look at that. New haircut and everything. Nice. Nice. Have a seat. Pretty good, man. It's kind of strange that that the way we met, I mean, not really, because I'm fat and I like to eat, and so you'll see me at lots of restaurants. So I walked into this restaurant that I've been going to for years, and I noticed your little poster on the side on the wall.
Flyer on the.
Yeah, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Look at that. I mean, that's initiative. I hand out, I don't know, thousands of cards a year to people, and sometimes they'll contact me if they're, if they know somebody that's talented, and sometimes they won't, which I don't understand. Excuse me. And so if you want to get noticed for your talent, you have to put yourself out there. Last week, I believe it was last week, I was speaking to this person I've never met. I believe his name is Mike, and I've encouraged him to write something, because he had an ad, for something for sale on Facebook.
Yeah.
And so it was so well. I mean, it was a paragraph. The guy writes like Ollie. It was a paragraph. And Ollie will write a paragraph about a cricket, oh, I saw a cricket today, and it had all its legs and the big antennas and this guy wrote, just like that, really like from the heart. And so I encouraged him to write a short story or stuff like that. And we talked back and forth. I've never met him before. I've never, and then he told me about his girlfriend that does jewelry, and she used to be a model, and so hopefully we'll get to get them on the show, and he's going to read one of his stories.
Okay. That's
So
pretty cool.
what I'm saying is, you did the right thing. You're putting yourself out there. You're trying to get noticed
Yes.
for your talent, which is awesome. So let's now that I've told you all what to do and how to do it. Let's go back to the beginning and let's find out who Arthur is. So this is Arthur Perez.
Hello.
And where are you from?
I'm from León, Guanajuato. It's a state in Mexico.
Say it one more time.
León, Guanajuato.
León. Oh, León.
León, like lion.
León. Yeah, León,
Yeah.
Guanajuato. Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir. I was born, raised till I was 12 over there, then moved to Texas in 2013.
Wow. Well, you speak really, I mean, your English has no accent or anything. Did you go through speech therapy classes or anything?
I did not. I got here when I was in 7th grade.
Oh, okay.
Did have to go through ESL classes,
Yeah.
but I
And
guess
what is ESL?
English as second language.
Okay.
Translates to that.
Okay.
I had a pretty good teacher
Mm-hmm.
that taught me a lot of things, but I also started to ask a bunch of questions of meanings of words.
Okay.
So it was just, what does this mean? What does that word mean? Just started learning a lot from that. Had a lot of friends that would speak to me in English and help me out to be able to understand them all the time. So if I wouldn't understand anything, they would speak to me in Spanish, but I'm glad they helped me out with that.
Okay.
Now I'm pretty fluent on English, but it's not 100% all the way there.
Yeah.
But
Well, you know what my dad used to tell people this, that would come to this country, not just from Mexico, but from other countries. He would tell them, dude, he didn't say dude, but he would say, you don't have to, I said, you can walk up to just about anybody
yeah,
that is, of Caucasian descent. And they don't know every word in the dictionary. They only know pretty much the ones that they use every day. So whenever I tell people, or he used to tell people that, then it wasn't so hard. Learning English wasn't such a big deal because, we have dictionaries that are this big.
yeah.
A lot of Americans can't even read, but, so you don't have to learn every word, just the ones that you use every day. So, I mean, it's awesome. Your English is awesome.
Thank you.
It's very, very easy to understand and everything. And you moved to the Bastrop area, or
Yeah, I moved to the Bastrop area
Okay.
in 2013.
in 2013.
Yes, sir.
And how did you feel about that when you were moving?
Honestly, the thing is coming from somewhere down like in the country of Mexico. Just hearing that you're gonna move to a whole different country where they speak a whole different language. School methods are way different than they are over there.
Yeah.
It was exciting, but also nerve-wracking because it's like starting over.
Yeah. Right. And then
Starting over all the time.
I mean, and that's like seriously just starting over because like some kids move from South Dakota to California, but you're still in the same country. Here you are moving to a whole new country.
Yes.
And did you speak English when you were in
I
Mexico?
just learned the basics. I was in a private school when I was in Mexico. They did teach you English classes over there. Wasn't a very good student at English.
Yeah.
I would fail a lot of the times the English test, but when it sorry, I lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
Yeah, when I moved here, I was just like only basics. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. And my name is probably.
Yeah.
That's it. I recall going to the first day of 7th grade, and one of the secretaries asked me for my last name.
Yeah.
And I was like, saying my real name, Victor. I was like, my name is Victor. And I know, what's your last name? So I couldn't understand what last name was. I only knew what's your name.
Yeah.
Some girl next to me was Hispanic. She said, "Hey, no, this means what's your last name?" And I was like, "Oh, I just told my last name, Perez." So that's when you can really tell the barrier of languages.
Yeah.
A lot of the times.
Well, it's tough. When I know I've told this story 100 times, but I'll tell it again. When I was a kid, I didn't speak any English at all. I spoke nothing but Spanish. And so when I went to the first grade, I didn't speak any English, nothing. I mean, hi, little stuff like that. But so I was put in these classes to learn how to speak English without an accent. And so that's why if you talk to me on the phone, people don't know, that it's a Mexican guy on the phone. It sounds like a white guy on the phone. And then sometimes I'll say like, just real, I don't know, I sound like a country club, white guy, and I'm sorry, I don't know how else to put it, but it just amazes me sometimes, and I go, dude, did I just say that? It just sounds really strange to me.
I have a similar story to that.
Okay. Hold on just a second. Can we get him a cup of water or some water to drink? Can somebody get him some water? We have one of the crews. Thank you. Gonna get you a little water.
Sounds good. Thank you.
So you have a similar story.
Going back like probably 4 years ago. Actually, my mom started going to some English classes at the church. She met some good people there, some couple. They became really good friends.
Yeah.
And one day, about a few months later, when they met, she invited them to the house to have dinner. Everybody had dinner and everything. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
We had dinner and.
Thank you.
I'll flip it here.
Yeah, that's fine.
We had dinner and her husband was talking to me, and we just had a whole conversation that night. After they left, I just went back to my room. My mom was saying bye to them, and he asked her, "Hey, by any chance was Victor born here?" And she said, "No. He was born in Mexico. We moved here," and he's like, "Cause he doesn't have an accent at all." So it kind of felt good too to hear that you don't have an accent,
Yeah.
He said I could have sworn he talked to me on the phone or anything. Could have sworn he's like an American.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing not to have an accent. Because I like, I can throw an accent in there somewhere, you know what I'm talking about? And, and everything. And I remember I went to Vegas, been to Vegas more than once. I was banned from Vegas for 3 years, but...
How come?
But I didn't know it was a police car.
Oh.
So, yeah. I thought it was an Uber. But anyway, so... I went to Vegas and I went to a Walmart to buy some toothpaste. And so I asked one of the ladies that was working there, and I said, where do you keep y'all's toothpaste? And she said, "What'd you say?" And I was like, where do you keep y'all's toothpaste? And I thought maybe, because I'd been drinking the night before, partying, and I was thinking, well, maybe I said something, I shouldn't have said or something like that. And then I realized it was... because I said y'all.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I had to milk that, because then I had 3 girls, following me around the store, listening to me talk, And do y'all know where you keep your socks? Where's y'all's socks? And so they followed me through the store the whole time, so it was kind of cool. And then we partied that night. And I don't remember where I woke up that morning, but it wasn't in jail, Ma. It wasn't in jail. So... All right, so so you came here with just your mom or your dad?
I just came here with my mom.
Just your mom? Okay.
Yes.
And was it her idea to come up here?
Usually I have someone that always comes with me to like things that I do. They come with me to the studio whenever I'm recording something.
Oh no! I mean to the U.S.
Oh, to the U.S. Yeah,
was it
whole
her,
family.
The whole family.
Whole
came?
family.
Oh wow! How
so
cool is
dad,
that?
sister, mom. It was pretty good because you're moving with your family to a whole new experience.
Yeah. Wow, dude, that's and you were 12.
Yeah, I was 12.
And dude, that's a tough year. That's a tough time for a kid, 12, 13, 14. That's a really tough time. And then to move to a whole new country, make all new friends.
It's hard to say goodbye to your friends when you're little, because
Yeah.
I mean, you've been growing up with them, same
Yeah.
school.
Right.
Usually, when you're in Mexico, you stay in the same school. You don't move around a lot
Right.
on the school thing. But it was thank God we had social media. You know,
Oh yeah.
add me on Facebook, add me on this. We keep in touch a lot of the time. I still got a bunch of friends that still keep in contact with me in Mexico.
Nice.
But like I said, I've moved to a whole new country. I have to start a new life. Of course, new friends, new people to meet. Yeah, right now I got my Mexico friends. I got my U.S. friends.
Yeah.
So
And they're all humans.
we're all humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that borderline wasn't there. You know.
Sometimes it was. A lot of my friends are Mexicans, and
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of Asian friends, a couple of white friends. But when it came to meeting new people,
Mm-hmm.
that probably didn't start till like high school. Probably middle school, stuck with the same group of Hispanic friends.
Yeah.
And once I started high school, I started like developing more English, started getting better at it. So I just started like talking to a bunch of different people. Got into sports, which was pretty cool thing to do, you know.
Nice.
You know, more people.
What kind of sports were you into?
I was playing soccer, and then my senior year I joined football.
Nice.
So I was playing on that. But my main thing that I wanted to do when I was in high school was all the audio and visual production.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go to college for that, actually.
Yeah. And what position did you play in football?
Football, played left guard.
Wow.
Left guard.
That's the big guys, right?
Yeah, that's a big guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
They're the ones that eat 3 or 4 loaves of bread with breakfast.
Yeah. Let me tell
Yeah.
you, we were in a game one day. We got off the game, and a school wanted to feed us. The other school, the one we went against,
Yeah.
they wanted to feed us. All of a sudden, we walk into the locker room after the game, about to leave, pick up our stuff. We come out, and there's a whole table just full of large Domino's pizzas.
Wow.
And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, we're about to get like one for like 2 players. No, it was one for every single player.
One pizza for every
one
player?
whole large pizza for every player. So 12 slices.
What school was that?
This was, I forgot what school was it. I think it was Connolly.
Connolly?
Connolly High
Connolly,
School.
you rock, man.
I think it was Connolly
If you're
High
willing to
School.
give a guy, well, of course, you know, a guy a whole pizza, you know, I could, yeah.
Yeah, this was back in
That's a nice school.
2018.
Yeah.
So they gave us a whole large piece. I didn't finish it because I ate like 4 slices probably.
Yeah.
And there we have the guys in the bus that are big, just asking, are you going to eat that?
Yeah.
So I was like,
They'd eat the box
happy
if you
man.
let them. Yeah.
So they just ate, some people just ate like 1 slice and they were done. They just ate the rest of some
Well,
other
the
player.
girls are usually the ones that, oh, I eat like a bird. Yeah, big bird.
Big
Yeah.
bird.
But yeah. So, what do you think is like the biggest difference between when you were 12 living in Mexico and 12 living here? What do you think was the biggest shock, I guess?
In what terms? Like
Anything. It could be transportation. Was it the TV
Oh.
shows? Was, you know...
well, Mexico, they have cable too. So
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of Cartoon Network,
Yeah.
Disney Channel. But of course, it was in Spanish, you know. I've
Yeah.
come to the U.S. before
Yeah.
for vacations. Went to California. I have family in California, Chicago. I got some in Denver.
Nice.
But as I remember, yeah, it was just a whole getting used to a whole different show in English. Going
Yeah.
to the movies, watching the movie in English.
Yeah.
It
And
was,
you don't quite understand all the words, but you tried to follow along.
you try to follow along,
Yeah.
but yeah, then I started going to the movies here till like what, freshman year probably.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, started to. I would understand it, but I wouldn't speak the English a lot.
Yeah.
But I remember one day I was in 8th grade actually. We were going to the movies and they invited me, and I was like no, because it was hard to say I can't understand the movie.
Yeah.
So they were like, no worries, man, just come with us. So I just went over there. We played some arcade games. We hopped in the movie and they were like, you good? And I was like, well, I don't understand. So my friends, they're such a good people.
Mm-hmm.
they just started like translating the movie to me
Oh, nice.
in the spot. We were kind of
Nice.
annoying because there was people around us,
Yeah.
but they
Well,
just started translating to me, and then that's when I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I get this
that's
now.
pretty cool. That's some cool friends that don't. Dude, I always go to, if I'm sitting next to somebody, I go, what did they say? What did he call her? You know, because you miss something. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I was trying to say was or ask was, what was the culture shock, other than the language barrier? What was the food was different?
Food wise, transportation wise.
Yeah.
Mexico. Here's the thing: we move out to the country, basically.
Yeah.
So there's no public bus.
Yeah.
There was no cabs. We're from the city
Yeah.
in Mexico. You used to see a lot of people in the streets with cabs, traffic, public bus, the metro,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So it was a shock because I came here and I was like, wait, there's no bus, there's no
Yeah.
cabs. I was like, where are we?
Yeah.
And food wise, I love
Mhm.
the way they have little street food over there.
Oh yeah.
So that's the best food you can have.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Used to eat a lot of that when I was in Mexico. We would go somewhere to visit somewhere, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're outside, and in every corner they had like a food stand
Yeah.
selling quesadillas, selling tacos, tortas,
Yep.
all that stuff. And here you don't see that. Like Mexico, you want to go to the corner store,
Yeah.
you get out from your house, you walk down the street
Yeah.
to the corner,
And it's there.
and it's there, and there's one like in every corner, like in every street.
Yeah.
Here I was like, can we go to the corner store? Yeah, I drive like a whole
Yeah. 10 miles away or something.
10 miles
Yeah.
to the nearest 7-Eleven or the
Yep.
nearest gas station
Yeah.
to grab some snacks. So, yeah, the sidewalk thing.
Yeah.
I'm used to like a lot of the sidewalks.
Yeah.
And then I move out to the country over there. I'm just like, there's no sidewalks here.
There's no
How
sidewalks
are people supposed to get? You don't have a car, you don't have transportation here.
Exactly.
So that
Well,
was
you
the
get a
one thing.
horse if you live out in the country. You get
True.
a horse or a big dog.
Or a
you
big
know,
dog.
You can ride. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's Mom over there.
Yes, that's my mom.
Hi, Mom. What's Mom's name?
Ariadna.
Ariata. Hi, Ariata. Do you know how to cook? Does she know how to cook?
Yeah, for sure.
Well.
She just made, I don't know if you know, mole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she just made mole about 2 days ago.
Oh, is that your favorite thing she makes?
No, my favorite thing is this, it's called chicharrón prensado.
I've never had that.
It's, you know how they make sometimes the pork rinds in salsa?
Yeah.
That's chicharrón duro.
Uh huh.
So that's in the sauce. Whenever they have the chicharrón part with all the meat
Yeah.
stuck to it,
Yeah.
they grab that and they shred the meat. They cook it in the salsa, and then you make tacos with that. It's spicy. You can make it spicy. I like it really spicy.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite dish so far, since I was a kid.
Well, I like spicy food, but spicy food doesn't like me. So yeah. Does your mom make tortillas? Tortillas?
She used to make them, but
Ah.
it's a process. You have to get all the flour, get all the dough.
Yeah. I'll buy it all if you make tortillas. Yeah. Or if you. What's the name of the restaurant that you work at? Is Jalisco?
Jalisco's.
And how many locations do they have?
I believe there's Cedar Creek, Austin.
Yeah.
There's Elgin. There's Giddings. There's Cedar Creek Food Truck. We got Page gas station location.
Uh-huh.
We have a food truck in Highway 95 going towards Elgin.
Mm-hmm.
They already said Elgin too.
I don't think so.
We have Elgin. We used to have one at the mall, Barton Creek,
Wow, really?
but I think closed down because I don't think it did very, very well.
Mm.
But yeah, we're expanding a lot. I've been there since I was 14, pretty much.
Okay.
So
So,
I've been there for a
you've been
long time.
working there since
Yeah.
you were 14? Really?
Yeah, I've been there for a long time.
At that restaurant?
Not the same location. I used
Oh,
to work
okay.
at Bastrop. Oh, we have the Bastrop location too.
Yeah, the Bastrop location.
Used to work at the Bastrop one. My dad started working there back in 2013 with some cousins of his. So it's more like we have a lot of families in that restaurant that work with
Yeah.
each other. You know, you have
Yeah.
this waiter that has their sister there. You have this other waiter that has his brother
Yeah.
or his mom, his uncle. I have my uncles there, my mom, my dad, my sister.
Yep.
So the whole family's in that business right now.
You know, we had a guy on the show. I actually don't know his name. I just know him as Boom Chakalaka. He's a waiter at another restaurant called Jardín Corona. Thank you, Jardín Corona, for the best Mexican martinis next to mine. And he came on the show, and he wrote a book for waiters, and it's in Spanish.
Oh.
And it's how to be a good waiter. So I just thought that it was really cool that somebody took time out of their lives to try to help other people, you know, by writing a book.
Yeah.
And had it published and everything. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, we had him on the show, and really, really nice guy. My favorite dish at the restaurant, Jalisco, is the tostadas, the chicken tostadas.
Chalupas.
Chalupas, yeah. But you have to ask them for the Mexican sour cream. Because if you just ask for sour cream, they're going to give you just the regular sour cream you buy at H-E-B. But the Mexican sour cream, it's got a whole different flavor to it, and you really will like it. So if you go to H-E-B, they sell them in a green cap. It's got a green cap on it.
Yeah.
And there's another restaurant that I used to go to. They ended up closing down because of the pandemic. And I would bring in my own sour cream so that I, could have, because they didn't carry it. And and they always thought it was kind of strange. I'm like, but I love this food, but it needs this, So anyway, sorry. All right. So
we have customers that do that sometimes. They
Yeah.
bring in their own sauces that we don't carry.
I was going to do something the other, I guess about 2 weeks ago. I was going to go to this restaurant. I was going to take some butter because I like real butter. And what people don't know, if you're watching, that margarine and that country crock and all that stuff, it's not food. It's actually, and Tyrone going to yell at me through the wall here, but it's actually a petroleum product. It wasn't made, vegetable oil wasn't made to be edible.
Oh.
It was made for lubrication. And they have to cook vegetable oil to like 1,800 degrees or something like that to get the smell out of it, because it smells so bad just by itself. So they found that, if we cook it, people will eat it. So stop eating that bad stuff for you. Get real butter. I would love to make my own butter,
You actually can.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of TikToks on, they just put a bunch of ingredients on a jar and they just start beating it.
Well, what you do is you put, you get a gallon of milk, you pour it into a container, and then you let it separate. And then the milk part the liquid part goes to the bottom, and then the butter part is up on the top.
Yeah.
And so you take that, and then you mix it up, and you mix and mix and mix, and then it turns into butter. I'm sure you add some other ingredients, I'm not sure, but
Salt.
salt and stuff like that. But I've been wanting to do that. I even found a place that sells raw milk. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried raw milk or not,
Oh, yeah.
but it
Yeah.
is delicious. I mean, you think the milk you get at H-E-B is good. Even if it's organic or whatever, was raised on another planet or something. Dude, raw milk is delicious.
Plus, organic is an entirely made up word anyways.
Yeah, organic is...
It means literally nothing, people.
Organic means nothing. So, but anyway, all right. So Tyrone, how much should we go to clip now, or what do we do? If I had an earpiece, I could.
2 minutes.
2 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got 2 more minutes to
Sounds
go.
good then.
All right. So any brothers or sisters?
I have one sister only.
Okay. And what's her name?
So her name's Saida.
Zaida?
Saida.
Saida. Hi, Saida. Do you want to say hi to Saida?
She's working right now.
Oh, she's working?
Yeah, she's
Oh.
working right now
Oh, at the restaurant?
at the restaurant.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She works at that same restaurant?
Yeah.
Dude, they're so nice to me there. And they should have thrown me out, I mean, lots of times. If you ever go to this restaurant, it's on Highway 71. Do you know what the
71.
address is by any chance?
1419
1419
Highway 71,
Highway 71.
Cedar Creek.
It's in Cedar Creek, Texas. and it's on the right-hand side. If you're going towards Bastrop, it's on the right-hand side. It's not the one in Bastrop. It's the one in Cedar Creek. And the ladies there are so nice. They're so nice to me and so, polite. And I swear I'm surprised they haven't thrown a plate at me or, which is common, believe it or not. But the food's really good. I don't like that you guys don't have real margaritas yet.
Yeah,
They're made out of wine.
they're wine based.
Wine based, yeah. And
We're
so
trying to get the bar open actually in the
next door.
next door.
Yeah.
But we're next to the highway. There's a liquor store next to the restaurant.
Yeah.
But
Twin Liquors.
Twin Liquors. We need
Yeah.
to get the license for all the liquor and be able to sell. But since we're next to the highway, it's kind of hard to get those.
Really?
You can sell the liquor, but since you're going to a restaurant, you're gonna drink that.
Right.
So, I guess that's what they're trying to prevent.
Yeah. Well, now you can't bring beer in there though, right? Into the restaurant?
No,
Because
I
you
don't
guys
think
sell
so.
beer.
We sell the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I bring a bottle of booze in there? I never even tried.
I don't know if you can bring a bottle of
Yeah.
booze in there. Maybe
Huh.
maybe we have a sign in the doors that says any
No alcoholic beverages brought
from
in
the
or-
outside probably.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there has been someone probably that has brought in something in there and just drank them and put them in their margarita. But
Yeah.
so far as I've known, no one
Yeah.
has bought anything.
They haven't seen my book, have they? I have a little bottle inside a book that I carry around. All right, Taryn, are we going to go to commercial? You think he tries to get exercise and that's why he won't get me the earpiece?
Probably.
There's an earpiece that they give me and then I can hear him in the booth.
So, yeah, we're gonna go to I'm gonna have an image of strangers, the photo you gave me, and I'm gonna play music underneath for about 4 minutes.
Okay.
And we'll be able to have them perform the song.
All right. So, kids, you have about 4 minutes to take a rip, I almost said piss. Take a rip, take a, what do I say? A sip, a rip, or a puff. That's right. Dang, CG1 caught that one. All right. So you have 4 minutes to go and take care of your business and come back and listen to some awesome music, man. We'll be right back. Yay. So, ooh, look at my legs. Woohoo!
Surprise, everyone! G does in fact have legs.
I have legs, believe it or not. All right, kids. I promise you talent. I promise you people that are going to entertain you, and you'll be happy. This is Arthur Perez. I've heard him sing before. I've heard his music, and you're really going to enjoy it. So please help me welcome Arthur Perez.
You're not in bed, but you're still in my head. Life is not the same. Every night that goes by, it's harder in sleep. I just wonder if our love was really meant to be. It was a normal Friday night when I saw the flashing lights you were walking down. I thought that I was safe and sound, and I can't lie, still want you in my life, but we are strangers now. Now a year has gone by since you ripped my broken arm, was feeling in my life, and I've been right here by your side. 2 years have gone by, your presence still around the house, and I can't lie, we were meant to be the best in town, but I don't want the sorrow in my life, but we are strangers now. I tried to be there when no one was, just push me inside. Perhaps you'd never try, but it felt so right. I couldn't see the downside, but I'm scared to make the same mistake again. But I don't want for you to cry, remembering about the time when I said you were the best choice of my life. I wonder if our love was meant to be. Now a year has gone by since you ripped my broken arm, was feeling in my life, and I've been right here by your side, by your side. 2 years have gone by, your presence still around the house, and I can't lie, we were meant to be the best in town, but I don't want the sorrow in my life, but we are strangers now. It could have been something beautiful, a love I've never had, perhaps a love that we forged together. We could have reached the sky. You used to say you loved me, but that came to an end. Suddenly we're strangers again. Now a year's gone by since you ripped my broken arm, was feeling in my life, snapping right here by your side. By your side. 2 years have gone by, your presence still around the house, and I can't lie, we were meant to be the best in town, but I don't want the sorrow in my life, but we are strangers now. Now a year has gone by since you ripped my broken arm, was feeling in my life, and I've been right here by your side. 2 years have gone by, your presence still around the house, and I can't lie, we were meant to be the best in town, but I don't want the sorrow in my life, but we are strangers now. We are strangers now. Thank you.
Here. All right. Now, Mr. Arthur Perez, earlier you said that you said your name was Victor when you were a kid. So tell me about, you told us your name was Arthur. And so is Victor like your middle name or your first name?
Victor is my first name, actually. Okay. My artist name is Arthur. My second name is Arturo. Translate that to English,
Yeah.
Arthur.
Arthur, yeah,
Yeah.
Arturo. Well, what I was going to mention to you was that I don't have any Betis blood in me, but my mom's sister married a guy named Pablo Perez, or Paul Perez, in a town called Harlingen, Texas. Woohoo! Harlingen.
Just that.
Hi, Mark. My friend Mark is watching from down there.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. So then it's just your middle name. Your stage name is Arthur Perez.
I have two names, two
Okay.
first names and two last names.
Oh wow!
Ready?
Yeah.
So my full name is Victor Arturo Jaime Perez.
Nice. Nice.
Sir.
And what made you, or when did you decide, or did you discover that you could sing?
Honestly, ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to do something with entertaining people.
Yeah.
You know, never thought that I would be on the singing side. Always thought it would be like, I don't know, a comedian or an
Okay.
actor or any other profession. The singing thing came along about 3 years ago when I was doing YouTube videos. Actually, there were gaming videos. I was just messing with like a podcast software. I just started to sing one of my favorite songs that I had at the time, and I was like, you know what? Let me just record myself real quick.
Yeah.
Did a take. I started messing with the audio. Started liking it. I was like, you know what? I'm not that bad, you know.
No, not at all, dude.
Got into some courses online for like a month. And after that, just kept like practicing some of the vocal warm-ups and vocal techniques that they taught me. After that, did my second cover and did my third. In between all of those covers, I was writing
Nice.
on the side too.
Well, who wrote that song you just sang?
Strangers, I wrote myself.
You wrote it.
I
You
wrote
see what I
myself.
mean? This
Took
is
me-
talent.
Took me a whole year to write it because
Yeah.
I was going back in and all that, but meaning of it, it's pretty bad love story
Yeah.
that came along.
Yeah.
But it took me a year to write it. Sometimes I would write on it, go off a few months, let it be, then get back into it, and that's when it happened. Just started piecing a bunch of things together
Nice.
that I wrote.
Well, dude, I listened to the song first, and then I made Tyrone listen to the song, and dude, we ended up listening to it like 3 or 4 times.
Thank you.
And then I think I went to the restaurant the next day or something like that, and I said, dude, I want him on the show, so we're gonna have to tell him da 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 da. And of course, like family, they're like, oh yeah, we'll get to him. Yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah, I'll tell him. But how many songs have you written altogether? Do you know?
So far, I have 4 songs on the come up. I got my second single coming out September.
Okay.
It's called Reasons.
Okay.
Got a whole lineup probably till like I said, till December. We're doing a Christmas song for the whole month of December too. So
Nice.
we can do that. But other than that, we're starting production on those soon, and we'll see where this goes. You know?
Well, would you mind coming back?
I wouldn't mind at
You
all.
know, like maybe next month. Tyrone, if we have room, maybe we can put you on next month or the month after. We were supposed to have a smoke machine, but I couldn't find the smoke machine. I have a big place, so I get lost
Yeah, it's all
sometimes.
good.
Yeah. And yeah, I drink a lot, so I get lost a lot. But so yeah, I mean, I would love to have you come back. And so, have you done any acting?
I'm really raw on the acting.
Really raw? Okay.
On the acting
Okay.
scenarios.
All right. And what you said, singing, acting, and you're thinking about doing a podcast, or you are doing a podcast?
I was trying to back then.
Yeah.
Now I'm just fully focused on the music part.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do people get a hold of you, or how do they find your music?
They can find me anywhere, like through social medias, YouTube,
Okay.
all that stuff.
And do you have like a YouTube channel?
Yes, my YouTube
what's it
channel.
called?
It's Arthur Perez.
Arthur Perez.
Yes, sir.
And
Just added a single on Apple Music.
do you have a single on
It came
Apple
out.
Music?
It came out 3 months ago, but
Okay.
yeah, it's still fairly fresh.
On Apple Music.
It's
Awesome.
on Apple Music,
And-
Spotify, Amazon Music. It's on everywhere.
Okay. And do you have a website?
I do not. I
No?
am probably gonna get that set up
Okay.
through someone else.
Well, talk to Tyrone, because the people that do our website or handle our website, really, really good people and very economical, shall I say?
Yeah.
Very, it's not expensive at all. And we have live streaming through our, like people are all over the world are watching you right now, live streaming through our website. So, and really, I believe the place is called Mid-Phase, but I'm not 100% sure that's the name of the company, but I think it's called Mid-Phase, and Tyrone can give you all the information. So kids, if you want more of this kind of music, I don't know, there's just something about his singing, just kind of relaxes you and makes you feel good, and it's got a good beat, and it's a good song, you're telling a story, and it's awesome. I really, really enjoyed your music, and I enjoyed meeting you, and maybe someday Mom will make us tortillas.
She's over there in the back.
And what was her name again?
Ariadna.
Arianda. Wait a minute. Arianda?
Ariad.
Oh, Ariad.
So ARIAD.
Nice. And one other question. People are going to yell at me if I don't ask you. What sign are you on the zodiac?
On the zodiac,
Yeah.
I think I'm a Cancer.
Cancer.
July.
So you're a mama's boy.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. And how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Okay.
Yes, sir. Fairly 22.
So 22-year-old guy. He's a Cancer, and he lives in the Bastrop area, which is near Austin. I guess it's like 20 miles from Austin.
20 miles, like a
Yeah, it's
30-minute drive from here.
It's about a 30-minute, unless you're Ollie, and then that'll be a 6-minute drive. In the Austin area, live music, this is where it starts. This guy had a dream, and now people from all over the world are watching him tonight. And today is the year 2023, and it is August 8th. It's August 8th, 2023. And in about, 20 years, when people are watching this episode again, and some of us won't be around anymore, but in 20 years, people will be watching this episode and go, dude, that's him? That's him starting out? Wow. So, dude, thank you very much for being on the show.
No problem.
I
Thank
was
you for the
wanting to,
opportunity.
we're a family-friendly show, and we try not to cuss. I try not to cuss. I'm sorry, Dougie, if I cussed. But we try to make it family-friendly so that, we don't try to talk politics or religion or anything like that. So I was wondering, do you mind if we bring your mom up just to say hi? Would you think she'll come up here? Mom, would you come up here for just a second, Mom? Come on, Mom. Let the world see Mom. This is the lady that gave birth to him. So that should be enough. That's talent. But I think it's awesome that you came to the show to see him perform. I mean, that shows that, she's got your back.
She does.
And I'm not real into the zodiac, but Cancer usually are mama's boys. So,
Mind if I translate?
yeah.
Que dice que
I can translate. Hold on.
signo zodiaco.
Le iba a decir que Cancer en el zodiac en inglés quiere decir que él está bien apegado con su mamá. ¿Es verdad?
Sí.
Sí. Ándale. So, sí.
O sea, pegado independiente.
Independiente.
O sea, hablando de que pide ideas,
Ajá.
pero se le apoya, pero él sabe, él determina lo que ocupa y eso es bueno en él.
¿Y hay otra persona en su familia que canta también?
Por parte de mis hermanos,
Ajá.
bueno, ya tengo primos
Ajá.
En México ya grandes que cantaban en
Ajá.
León. Ahorita pues siguen, pero ya hicieron sus discos. Se llama Casio Gutiérrez.
Casio
Se
Gutiérrez.
llamaba Las manos en el zaguán se llamaba
Ajá.
su disco. hizo varios.
Sí.
Y luego de ahí ya otras personitas hicieron música. Tengo un sobrino que también por parte de la familia
DJ.
canta también.
Ajá.
Y pues se vuelve bien. Estuvo un tiempo en una casa llamada Casa de la Cultura,
Ujú.
que es donde les enseñan a hacer sus voces
Sí.
para tonificar la voz.
Ajá.
Y pues sí lo ha logrado y pues
Ahora.
ahí va.
Ahora. So the singing, basically what she said is the singing runs in the family. She's got a brother or brothers, or other relatives that sing, and they've got songs and stuff like that. In Mexico, they've done albums and stuff like that. Maybe we can have them on the show. A ver si les invitamos a ellos que vengan acá para estar en el show también.
Muchas
A lo
gracias.
mejor, ¿sí?
Sí, pudiese ser
Uh
avisándoles,
-huh.
Yeah.
claro que,
They do live in Mexico.
¿verdad?
Y que me traigan carne seca.
Carne seca. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Cecina.
Cecina.
Cecina, ¿es that sí, sí,
la
sí?
carne
Cecina.
seca.
Sí, carne seca. Ah, me encanta la carne seca.
We love that stuff
Sí.
in our hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
everywhere.
Kids, thank you for joining us. Crew, thank you very much for joining us. Tyrone, thank you for putting this all together. Rob, Ali, CG1, Bryce, Quincy, I can't see over there. Quincy,
What am I, shop liver?
Shop liver, I'm telling you. Thank you for joining us, and I'm not sure who we have on next week, but who cares? We had Arthur Perez tonight. So thank you all, and we'll
you,
see you
man.
next week. Peace.